Capricorn comes after Sagittarius. After, not before. Considering politics, we looked at Capricorn and we could anticipate political correctness. It's where rules and laws are established as a patriarchal infrastructure that upholds the goodwill of matriarchal realizations. In other words, what good should be preserved in society. Laws and rules. That which must conform. I remind again, Sagittarius is before Capricorn. You look at our society, fakeness is everywhere. South Node Virgo. That South Node Virgo stuck energy. The superficiality, the fronting, the cosplaying, the playing roles and images because of what you gain out of it. It takes us away from what truly makes us valuable. It takes us further and further away from effectiveness. You know, I come from the last generation where young males were taught how to fix things, how to build things, how to use their hands, how to fight. How to be masculine. My generation is the last generation of that. While there's exceptions. You fast forward a little bit. The American society had a different plan. And they used feminism to turn them in a different direction. Our females, out of their own mouths, condition the males of our society to look down upon the career paths, the activities, the rites of passage in a young man's life that was to route them to manhood, to where the nature of the self confirms that they are indeed men. And that can only come from Sagittarius, being in the wilderness with yourself. What you learn to embody through experiences in the masculine principle. But females decided the college degree or the thug. The third alternative, the entertainer. If you're not one of these things, you fail to be a man in their eyes. That doesn't include knowing how to change a light bulb. That doesn't include knowing how to change a damn battery in a smoke detector as it chirps away. Know how to change a damn tire, how to switch out brakes, a busted radiator, a hole in the roof, how to bust somebody's ass if you need to. Ain't none of that included in that. And the new model of males don't come with these lessons. It doesn't come with this knowledge. It doesn't come with this knowing. It doesn't come with these characteristics. They don't have calluses on their hands. They're cute. They're pretty. They know how to dress real nice. They play the role. They say all the right things. But the utility of young men today, you have females to thank for instructing them upon that wise. Especially from single parent households. American divorce rates, women initiate marriage, divorce at 80% for whatever reasons. America's children are raised by women. What I'm pointing at with this is they became as superficial as women. Incapable of getting to the real self, the effective self, outside of the corporate circle, the corporate race, the corporate commerce, the commercial exchange, the tax registry. Outside of that, they don't exist. There's no utility. These days, a female can go toe-to-toe with average males out here in a fist fight. Where am I getting at with this? There's a reason it was designed to be that way. As you see, American society is disarmed. We are harmless. We could be treated any old kind of way, done any old kind of way. Any type of rulings, statutes, laws, policies, executive orders can be passed. Any type of violations of our humanity and civics, no problem. Because there's no one in the American society to resist. There's no one to put up a fight anymore. The males have become docile, effeminate. They were raised under the instruction of the superficial feminist. And they themselves became superficial, thus disarming them from the portion of their nature that identifies with the laws of the wilderness, which includes fight or flight. We've become too superficial and dignified to be of any threat to anyone. Look at how harmless you became, how defenseless you became. South Node Virgo, how you look in the eyes of the people, what people think of you, the opinion that people are going to have of you. It's a script that you stick to with your entire being. You stick to that script because you're scared of the scrutiny. You don't want somebody to say You're not good. You're not what we standardize as acceptable. And right there is the beginning of you losing your fangs, your knife, your gun, your fight. To where I could do anything to you, take anything from you, and ain't shit you gonna do about it. Guess why? Because you're too dignified to do something about it. Ain't no dignified person gonna put up no damn fight. Goody two-shoe, scared to break a damn nail. Every hair on your head laid perfect. You ain't gonna put up no damn fight. I'll eat your food. I'll take your shit. And what you gonna do about it? Not a goddamn thing. That's part of the problem. Who decided that spirituality is to put on a cosplay of goodness? That it was about being on your best behavior. Politically correct. Don't make a noise. Don't hurt nobody. Ooh, don't hurt nobody's feelings. Don't offend nobody. Ooh, don't say nothing bad. I told you people before, the secret treaty of Verona. How many of y'all motherfuckers decided to read it? How many? How many read the secret treaty of Verona? What was it to do? To turn you into a society of people who disconnect themselves from their own entitlement and right to anger, their own entitlement and right to intolerance, their entitlement and right to fiery expression of themselves, to revolt, to fight back, to push back, to show any kind of resistance or aggression. It was to place the people into a nature of docility, a docile nature, and especially through Christianity. Who bothered to read the secret treaty of Verona, which led to the Monroe Doctrine of Latin America? Who bothered to read it? What was the basis of it? The basis of it was Napoleon Bonaparte, who riled up the people, who still had Sagittarius nature in them, who still had access and connection to the Sagittarius expression of themselves, who still had the fiery conviction of their truth and refused to separate and part from it. They were not dignitaries. They acknowledged and accept that they were not of the hierarchy and the 13 families. They were not of the crown and the throne. And they were not afraid to wrinkle their forehead with anger, to wrinkle their forehead with disgust, to lift their voice with disdain, to let a sweat trickle down their forehead, to show up human and imperfect in their expression and ways. He who is not willing to get dirty is not willing to bust no ass, nigga. So you're not a threat. And here you go, the people, policing each other upon the secret treaty of Verona without knowing it. And this is why it's important to know your history. Because when you don't know it, you repeat it unknowingly. Did you read the Monroe Doctrine? Because if you would have read it, you would understand why I deliver the way I do, why I show up the way I do, I'm going to be human. I'm going to be real. I get angry. I get upset when I see wrongdoing. I let spit fly out my mouth. I let veins inflate in the side of my neck. I let curse words slip out. I talk shit. I'll slap a nigga if I have to. Yeah, all that. I got the nigga in me. And I'm not ashamed of the nigga in me. But too many of y'all motherfuckers are. And what's sadder than that, some of you ain't even got no nigga in you. Do you understand the instructions of the time? Aquarius, Pluto. Are you confused about what this means? Aquarius, rebellion, revolution, revolt, coup d'etats, resistance, humanitarian, fight for justice, for the people, we the people, eccentricity, unorthodox, challenge the status quo, challenge the system. Pluto in Aquarius, exposing truth, hidden and inappropriate powers and systems. What don't we understand about these energies? The disruptive Uranus who rules Aquarius? Oh, that I'm supposed to show up goody two-shoe. I'm supposed to be quote unquote proper. Nope. I'm aligned, baby. This is what the future sounds like. This is what the future looks like. Me, nigga. And when you figure out how to get real, you're going to be like this too. When you finally let go, you're going to be like this too. It sounds like me. The one they like to hate. The reject. The black sheep. The expelled. The outcast. The one left outside. The one left under the bridge. The one left in the rain. The one who they gasp and pull at their pearls. They clutch their pearls. The pearl clutcher. I am what Aquarius Pluto sound like, nigga. Question is, why don't you sound like this yet? Why don't you have no passion yet? Why don't you have no fire, no spark yet? Why ain't the veins popping out your jugular vein yet? Why you so fucking dignified? For what? You tell me. South Node Virgo. Do you understand South Node? Release, purge, dissolve, undo, let go, come out of, detox, karmic release, heal. What is that? What are those things specifically? Come on, let's identify these things. Let's not pretend like these things are mysterious. It's that part of you that think that you on a fucking high horse. It's the part of you that causes division in humanity through assumptions that you have identified with goodness, that you have assumed proximity to the social agreement of dignity and political correctness in your behavior, in your demeanor, in your speech, in your expressions. That's where the problem is at, and you don't get it. That's the problem of the hour, and it always has been the problem in history. Even Jesus came to expose such problems of dignitaries. South Node Virgo, perfect robe-wearing rich families who sat in the synagogues getting fat, living a lap of luxury, reciting the religious text with perfection, but failing to embody it. Sagittarius is about what you embody. Black Moon is at Sagittarius. It's time to embody it, not recite it, nigga. Be the truth, not read the truth. Be what truth does. Be what real is. I eat my meat with my fingers, nigga. Maybe you need a fork and a knife because it makes your conscience clear. Maybe you need a fork and a knife because it make you feel better if you sit up real straight. You put a napkin on your neck and you start sawing away at the steak with a fork because you're so dignified. It's a sin on me if I pick that motherfucker up and bite. Swap that motherfucker some hot sauce and eat the hell out that steak, nigga. It's a sin on me. I'm not spiritual no more because I grabbed the steak with my hand and swiped that motherfucker some hot sauce and eat it down. Okay, I see what time you on. I got you. No. Let me be human and let you be the dignitary, because the dignitaries is the problem of this earth right the fuck now. That's the ones who's causing the problems in this earth. You perfect motherfuckers. You dignified motherfuckers. You salad fork, steak fork, soup spoon motherfuckers. You're the fucking problem in this world. And you're part of the division and why we can't unite upon anything real. Because there's too many fake motherfuckers walking around here. Where your dirty shirt at? Where your scuffed up shoes at? Yeah. Anton in living color with the pickle juice. Yeah, that's me, nigga. I'm walking around with the pickle juice like Anton in living color. Yeah, that's me. I'd rather have that image. Let me be that person. Let me be Homie the Clown. Homie don't play that. Let me be the old dirty bastard. Yeah. That's who. Let me be the one in the alleyway picking his boogers and wiping it on the motherfucking wall. Anything but being like you proper motherfuckers. You're in the way. You're the problem. And you're the people who confuse other people about what spirituality really is. What is spirituality without authenticity? It's mockery and poetry. That's all it is. Because the shit don't apply to your life anyway. Because you're fake. You're fake. It don't reach you. You just talking. There's plenty opportunity to produce the evidence and proof. Look at our babies in America. We know who's molesting them. We know who's sodomizing them. We know who the pedophiles are. We know who playing with the babies. But in all of your righteousness, the only thing you want to fight for is gay rights, feminism, better jobs, lower the taxes. Yeah. It's nothing else to fight for, huh? It's amazing how it's no coincidence that the people designated to the lowest status in America happen to be the greatest fighters in America. Why is that? Nothing to lose and nobody to impress. So you might as well join us in that energy. Yeah. I'm a nigga. Nothing to lose, nobody to impress. It's how we get down. And that's what makes us so powerful. That's what makes us so powerful and effective. Even with nothing, we are powerful. Because if nothing else, we know how to be real. We know how to be authentic. If nothing else, we still know how to get angry for something. We still know when it's time to fight for something. Because we've been fighting all our lives. 400 years we've been fighting in this motherfucker. And in a time where you might be called for that, you might want to follow instructions. I don't know. You might want to pay attention. I don't know. I might be showing you something that maybe you should pay attention to in how I show up and deliver. Or are you committed to the idea that righteousness and goodness and spirituality is this cosplay of dignity? This portrayal of solemnness, walking around like Jesus just came off a cloud and light on your head and high frequency, high vibration music playing in the background, namaste, sitting on a damn crystal. Fake motherfuckers. That ain't spirituality. That's mockery, nigga. Fuck out of here with that. That's mockery. What does your spirituality do? What does it accomplish? Who does it live in as a proof and evidence? It's too many dressed in linen. It's too many motherfuckers putting on linen, talking soft into a microphone, putting people into a trance to extract the money out of them and loyalty out of them but leave them bankrupt, high and dry when crisis hits their life. Because the last thing that anybody is considering is the spiritual teachings that they got from such individuals. They throw that shit in the backseat of the car, and they can't even remember it when crisis comes to their life. When a tornado hits their life, they forget all that shit. It don't even work. And go back to it after the coast is clear. What good is that? What good are your spiritual teachers if it don't work in the worst times of your life? What good is it? It's mockery. Poetry. Bullshit. This is a time to become one who provokes the clutching of pearls. If you not provoking the clutching of pearls, you ain't on time, baby. You missing the bus. You out of sync. You ain't one of the real ones. No, you ain't. Master, I don't know you. Many will call his name. Many will call his name saying, Master, Master. And he will turn to them and say, I know ye not. Yeah, I know ye not. Who in your life are you causing to clutch their pearls? Who are you giving shock to through the audacity that you're expressing? Where's your audacity? Why ain't you got no audacity? If you ain't got audacity, you are not spiritual, because you obviously ain't aligned, because that's what time it is. We are supposed to be generating audacity, electrifying Uranus audacity out of our expressions in life. A ring of fire, Sagittarius fire, that lost all of its dignity, dignification, and properness. You're still saving face in this world? You're still saving face in all that's going on? You ain't found humility yet? You haven't become humbled yet? You're not humble yet. And that's why you still didn't break face. That's why you're still stoic. With Black Moon Lilith and Sagittarius, we don't want to lose sight of this. It's the part of you that doesn't have political correctness. It's the part of you that doesn't show up for an interview hoping to be hired or accepted or included. It's in the wilderness. Just like John the Baptist. John the Baptist ushered in Jesus the Christ. With the baptism initiative. What does this tell you? It's the basis of authenticity. If we were to align in the heart with what is true, the wilderness is where the nature is not conformed to an order, societal agreements, agendas, incentives. It's not bought out. It can't be sold. It's still loyal to its instincts. Black Moon Lilith wants to get us back there. But some of you out there could think that all of this is just poetry. It's art. It's just something to do. Another poem to recite, and I get comfort from it. Let me ask you this. When have you seen a goody two-shoe do something effective in his life, in his world? You don't want to break a nail. You don't want to mess your hair up. You don't want to look indignant. Did you ever see a man who's afraid to get angry? Did you ever see a man who doesn't get angry when it's time to get angry? Doesn't it piss you off when he won't get angry when it's time to get angry? Because he got too much pride? He's trying to save face to stay politically correct? Did you ever see somebody fail to get out of character when it's time to get out of character? Quote unquote, out of character, playing a character, cosplaying. Sagittarius is not a character. It's not cosplay. It's not an act. It's the truth about you. It's the truth in you that doesn't have reservations for how it looks, how it sounds, what somebody thinks of him or her. But it's convicted with what must be done, with what action must be taken. It is full of that conviction. It's led by that conviction. How many of you are willing to get indignant, to get ugly, when it's really time to? How many of you are so up on a high horse, so proper, that you can never let yourself set on fire? This is how our nation suffers the way that it does. Who in this nation is willing to get angry? Who in this nation is willing to get indignant? When it comes to truth and justice. Who has too much to lose? Who doesn't want to look bad, embarrass themselves? Your ego and your pride is more important than what your soul is convicted to stand up for, to act upon. This is how we end up in situations where people can play with little kids right in front of your face and you won't even get mad. You won't even do nothing. You'll sit right there, oh well. You won't yell, you won't scream, you won't fight, you won't even get angry. Because you're too busy playing an acting role pretending like you're righteous, pretending like you're good, pretending like you're proper, pretending like you're so clean and so removed from imperfections. That South Node Virgo type energy. And that's why you're ineffective, and that's why you don't know what it means to fight for something. You don't know what it means to fight for someone. We have enough actors in this world. All the roles are filled, all the positions are filled with actors. We got enough performers. People who simply want to subject other people to a trance. We got enough of that. Sagittarius is trying to get you to where you're not trying to put somebody in a spell or a trance. You're showing up raw and real. There's nothing to hide. Where's the part of you that's unrehearsed? The part of you that has dents, cuts, and scrapes? Where's it at? This is the person that we're trying to get to, not the South Node Virgo person. The South Node Virgo person, every hair is laid down just right. The cuticles are just right. The speech is so proper. You're on code. You won't dare violate or break the rules for anything. You stick to the rules. You're goody two-shoes. You're not going to break any rules. Comply, comply, comply. These agreements are everywhere, including this spiritual community. How many people speak so softly into a microphone, reciting poetry, filling your ears up with something that feels real good, sounds real good, yeah. But what does it do in your worst times? When you're really going through something, when life turns upside down, what causes you to change and transform? Step out of your comfort zone. Get vulnerable. Grow. We're not being effective in our world because evil can be done right in front of us comfortably and get clean away with it. Because everybody's too dignified. Everybody's too perfect. Everybody's too good. Everybody's too clean. Everybody's too proper. And everyone wants to put the next person in a trance. Let me tell you something, man. I'm designed for what I do. South Node Sagittarius. I'm speaking on Sagittarius. Listen to me. You're hearing it. You got to get here too. Right where I'm at. Undressed. I'm showing my ass every day. Yeah. I'm showing how dirty I am. I'm showing how fucked up I am. no act, no properness. I'm not trying to put you in a trance with some soft, delicate speech. Say something real nice, get you to like me, get you to love me, get you to love what I'm saying, get you to tune in. Sagittarius is buy here, pay here. Buy as is. What you see is what you get. Shitty sidewalks, New York. Sagittarius, Black Moon, Lilith, you gotta get to that. Not just me. Yeah, this is what it looks like and this is what it sounds like. Like me. You gotta sound like if you see wrong being done, you gonna do something about it because you're not caught up in your pride. You're gonna speak up because you're not caught up in your pride or dignified. You're gonna get active because you don't covet so much in life to where you feel like you have too much to lose to do the right thing, to do what you're called to do, to follow your convictions. You're hesitant. You got to get there too. Do you have the right understanding about Sagittarius, Black Moon, Lilith? It means stop fronting. Stop putting on the act. Stop pretending to be good. Stop lying. Get honest. Come out of the costume. Take the mask off. Let me share this. If I ever approach this space, putting on the act to be good, to be righteous, politically correct, proper, talking all sweet in the microphone, putting on white garments and looking all solemn into the screen, looking like I just came off of some mountain fasting for 40 days and 40 nights, surrounded by all kind of people in a retreat. You would start taking assumptions of me that are inappropriate. That's the first thing you would do, is start taking assumptions of me that are inappropriate. And those assumptions is that I might be righteous. I might be free from fault. I might be a little perfect, enlightened, special. This is what you, the people, do when you get in front of such characters who put on such acts. You start taking the wrong assumptions. You romanticize them instead of absorbing the message. You get caught up in the personality instead of the message. You start worshiping the person instead of applying the message. In the moment that person reveals their human nature, their human self, you will accuse them of being a liar, a fraud, a crook, a thief, evil, bad, betrayal, hypocrisy, heresy, The moment the Sagittarius comes out of that perfect act, you will accuse that person. I come human. So you don't have to reduce me to human, because I already show up human. Like I began in this space saying, and maybe some of you out there can remember, I talk to you like we standing outside the bodega, and I stick to that. I don't change it. I talk to you like we're standing outside the bodega, chopped cheese from the Aki, a cup of coffee, talking it up on a street corner. Why? Because that is authentic to me. That's me being real. Not rehearsed, not fake, not phony. Me being the human me, the real me, the authentic me, not an act. The moment I start to comply and look in the spiritual world, the spiritual community, at what has been standardized, what has been acceptable, or what has been called norm, what everyone decides to conform to in the spiritual community. That's the moment I become fake. That's the moment I become somebody who I'm not. And somebody got to stay real. Somebody got to be real. Somebody got to keep it real and talk to you like the brother. Talk to you like the neighbor. Talk to you like neighborhood so-and-so. I'm right down the street. Is how I talk. I just ran into you yesterday. Is how I talk. I'm driving down the street in a hoopty and pull over, get out the car, and start talking to you. That's how I talk. Yo, let me holler at you. Yo, you heard what happened? Yo, guess what happened? That's how I talk. Real authentic representation, and this is exactly what's missing. When are we gonna appreciate realness? We got enough fakes and phonies. If all these people out here were so fucking real, where is the action? Where's the noise? Where's the fight for the babies? Where's the fight? Where's the action? Where's the noise for the babies if niggas is so real out here? It ain't gonna be one. Because proper people can't fight. Proper people can't do shit but run their damn mouth. Proper people can't do shit but recite some damn poetry. They ain't about that life. And that's why when Jesus came, he went to the proper people and he cussed their ass out. He went to the proper people and he turned the tables over, calling them a den of vipers and thieves. He went to the proper people and he said, the bread of the children is not fit for dogs. Oh, that's so inappropriate to say. Calling people dogs. Proper people are the problem. They're the cancer. They are who is in the damn way. The ones who can't get dirty. The goody two-shoe, the high horse, the South Node Virgo. I don't want to be found out human. I don't want to be exposed as human. I want to be faultless and good. Your good is a lie. It's shitty rags. Your goodness is mockery. Because the children are still waiting for somebody to stand up for them, still waiting for somebody to speak up for them, still waiting for somebody to fight for them. Other than African American people in this nation, which seem to be the only motherfuckers who want to fight at any given time, but also happen to be the least proper people. The least politically correct people. The least dignified, pinky in the air people. But the moment they sit down, ain't no fight taking place. Ain't nobody doing shit that's making a difference. Ain't nobody hitting on nothing. Because proper people don't get shit done. They're not effective. There's too much concern about the person and not the message. Too much. And that's what Sagittarius is all about. Being effective. Getting it started. Popping shit off. Busting a move. Proper people don't have righteousness, they have an act. And this is the problem with the time that we're in. It's just too many people putting on an act. Yeah, get dirty, nigga. Get improper. Get inappropriate. Unorthodox. Do you understand what Aquarius is and Pluto is out of bounds? Nigga, my instructions are correct. And I'm on it. Can you say that with your proper ass? Do we understand the instructions of the time? South Node Virgo. Let me narrate something to you. South Node Virgo. Obatala, father of Orishas, or forces of nature, who I also recognize the wisdom of astrology as planetary impulses. Obatala representing Jupiter, the god of light, father of Orishas, the owner of heads. He was in disagreement and animosity with his son, Shango, who is Uranus. He wanted to make peace with Shango. And one morning he got up and he put on all white, as he always does, and glistened in the sun with all of his glory, dressed in white, looking good, smelling good. Big black ass father, Obatala. He started out on his journey to see his son, head in the air, feeling proud. And there was another Orisha, Isu, the trickster, Isu Dara, also known as Papa Legba in some traditions, was at the crossroads. And at the crossroads, he held a cauldron of palm oil, which has a very dark, deep red stain to it. Now, Isu represents Mercury, planet of mischief, planet of controversy, territories of Gemini and Virgo, 6th house, 3rd house. Follow me. Isu the trickster, he's known to laugh at the one who thinks they are wise. He's known to laugh with the one who knows they are a fool. Now follow me. Isu is at the hill with the all-seeing eye, and he sees that Obatala is headed for his son to make peace, a peace treaty, but he sees that Obatala is missing something, and he wants to help Obatala. Now mind you, Isu, he has alliances with the dark forces and the forces of light. He is neither good nor bad, but he is a neutral impulse. Understand this, a neutral principle. So he decides that he's going to use dark energy to obtain a good aim. That is to adjust Obatala en route to make peace treaty with his son. So at the top of the hill, Isu is struggling with the cauldron of palm oil. Obatala comes upon him, sees him struggling, and he puts on the act, 7 of cups, 7 of swords, 7 of pentacles. The one eye is always open. Neptune type energy. Don't know what this could mean, but it's kind of mischievous. So, can you help me? I'm struggling with this palm oil. I can't seem to get it to the other side of the road. It's a little hot. Maybe if you get one side, you can help me. So with a little grin on his face, he's looking at Obatala fall right into his instructions. And Obatala goes over there with the compassion, his big heart. You understand? He wants to help him out. Oh, no problem. I'll get one side. I'll help you get it to the other side of the road. So he picks one side up, and what happens? Isu, he intentionally spills the palm oil on his white garment. He stains the white garment. That fast, Isu, through his principle of mischief and through his access to dark forces as trickster, he tricks Obatala into his own good fortune. And how is that? Obatala was headed to see his son to make a peace treaty. But there's one thing that he didn't bring with him, and that is humility. He didn't bring humility. So his white garment and his pride and his good feeling was for himself. It was for his ego. But he forgot his portion for the mission itself, which was to make a peace treaty with his son. And what was the primary ingredient for that? It is humility. And the palm oil stain in his white garment, it humbled him. It aligned him with the spirit of humility. Now, his mission will not be futile. Now, his mission will not be in vain. Now, his mission will be fulfilled because he bought the most important thing, humility. You see, people will focus on the wrong damn things. And most of you might not have a damn clue of what righteousness really is. Righteousness is not to pretend to be a good person, to find your little good words to say, your little good posture and your little good mannerism, your little good gestures. All you are is a good damn lie is what you are. You're a good damn lie. Righteousness is in authenticity. Who is authentic? That is who is righteous. Who's the realest? Who doesn't have the fear of what somebody's going to say about their natural state, who they really are? Who's not a fugitive from people's opinions and thoughts about them? Who's not on the run from scrutiny, examination? Who's not hiding out from failing to fit the status quo or the standardized ideal of who you should be in this space or that space or this crowd or that community? A bunch of damn liars. Like Scarface said, you don't have the guts to be who you want to be. And everybody needs to find somebody to say, that's the bad guy. Why? Because it helps them to hide the fact that they don't even know if they're the good guy or the bad guy. At least I know I'm the bad guy. You don't even know who you are. We don't understand the instructions. Aquarius, Pluto, out of bounds. But you're still looking for agreement, conformity. Oh, that's not how it usually goes. That's not what I'm used to. Oh, I thought you had to do this and be like that. No, be your damn self. Once you figure out what it means to be yourself. Be real. Only real people can change things. Only real niggas can make a difference in this world. If you ain't a real nigga, you ain't hitting on shit. You just talking. You're not effective. Who has real spiritual power? Who? Who has the power to bring light in darkness when somebody needs it? Who has the power to bring clarity in confusion when somebody needs it? Who has the power to tell shaky waters to be still when somebody needs it? Oh, you're proper poets? You're well-to-do artists? You better get real. Authenticity is what righteousness is. You got it all fucked up. You got it backwards, homeboy. Look at America. Can't nobody make a dent in shit. Because there's too many proper motherfuckers. It's too many people who's concerned about what somebody else is going to say or think. Because the only way to address anything is to violate and step outside of conformity. It's to step outside of expectations. It's to step outside of what everybody is thinking is the way, or thinking is right, or thinking is good. To go the opposite damn way. Your heart is telling you where to go. Your heart is telling you what to do. Look at America. Black Americans sat down for the first time in history and ain't shit happening. When the greatest crisis comes. Crisis is here. And if black Americans ain't standing up doing something about it, ain't shit getting done. But we're the ones who represent Sagittarius. We're the ones who's associated with Sagittarius. We're the ones who's characterized by Sagittarius astrologically. The so-called African American, the indigenous American. We are. Sagittarius, Black Moon, Lilith. You don't see a pattern in this? Of all people, we know best how to be authentic. We know best how to be real. While everybody else is looking for white proximity to fit in with the higher levels and higher grounds, who got the high numbers, who got the high dollars, who got the big status, who got the big crowds, niggas is looking at the wrong motherfucking things. And that's why shit can't get motherfucking done. Niggas ain't hitting on shit. Can't bust a damn grape. Black Americans can show your ass how to do this shit. And all it takes is authenticity. Because without that, you can't generate enough anger. You can't generate enough passion. You can't generate enough conviction. You can't generate enough explosive and expansive fire to kick into action, which are all the attributes of Sagittarius. You can't get there because you're too dignified. Who gave America a conscience? Who made the Statue of Liberty a true expression in this nation? Who? Who sprinkled seasoning and flavor over this motherfucker to where you can taste what America tastes like? Who brought culture down from pure pain and tears and trauma inflicted on them for 400 motherfucking years? Who made America what the fuck it is? Worth a damn to stand here. America's most authentic people did. The lowest class of America did. Those who suffered far worse than the damn Holocaust right here on these American shores. They did. The ones who contributed most but got least recognition and appreciation. The ones who piss you off in hearing it. But we know how to get angry. We know how to get indignant. We know how to kick into action when it's time to. We know how to get some shit done, but it ain't gonna be pretty when we do it. We know how to get results, but we ain't gonna be cute while we doing it. We know how to change the landscape, the tone, the culture, the design, the energy, everything about this country. We can change it. But it ain't going to be dignified when we do it. And that's what most of y'all motherfuckers just can't understand about authenticity. Who is everybody studying when they fall on their damn face trying to stand up for something, trying to fight for something? Who do they go and study? African Americans. Why? Because we are the Sagittarian energy of the wilderness by which you recover your innate power of the natural and true self. The self that has to kick into action and fight something, fight in the name of truth and justice. You got to go back to Sagittarius if you're coming out of this, if you're fighting a system that's inappropriate. You have to go back to Sagittarius to do that because it's the wilderness outside of that city. Moses, go to my people and tell them I said, go to Pharaoh and tell him I said, let my people go. Go where? Into the damn wilderness, Sagittarius. Out of conformity, out of this programming, the superficiality, the South Node Virgo, high life, pinky in the air, proper diva status type attitude individuals. Everybody want to be cute. Everybody want to be proper. Everybody want to get along with some program that everybody else is agreeing with because it makes them feel safe that they're doing something that they find agreement to. But the moment you have to step out on a limb by your damn self, you're shook, you're scared, you're confused, you don't know what to do, about to pee you and shit on your damn self because you don't know what to do. That's why babies can't even count on y'all motherfuckers. People cried for the Epstein list, looked at the Epstein list, and didn't do a goddamn thing. Didn't do a damn thing. And it's only because African Americans were not involved. If African American people was involved, some shit would have been done. So how far is your little proper attitudes getting you? Your goody two-shoe, what's it doing for you? Every hero that I seen made a dent in something, made a change about something. They were everything but South Node Virgo. Everything but dignified. Sweat pouring from the face. Set on fire with passion and electricity. Appall. Clutching of pearls. Pearl clutching. No, if you not pearl clutching in your spirit, you're just mocking this shit. You just putting on an act, and it's need to stop playing with it. I don't play with this shit. Some of y'all are just playing with this. That's all you doing. It's something to do. But guess what? You're supposed to be applying yourself because we are the people who's supposed to be the light of this world. The guardians of this world, the guides of this world. And can't nobody use you if you proper. Can't nobody use you if you goody two-shoe, if you scared to sweat. You can't be used. If you're superficial, you can't be used. Who knows how to be real? It's amazing how many people like to call Jesus' name as an example. But if the world seen Jesus today as he used to be, will he get pulled over by ICE? Will he be just another person of color that everybody underestimates, talks shit about, looks down upon from their high horse, distance themselves from, get called a sand monkey or a dirty Moor? What will be said in all of his ethnic features? You got to stop looking at white proximity to gauge what is appropriate as a character, personality trait, or how to go about doing this or doing that. Motherfuckers can't get this shit out their fucking head. All you gotta do is be yourself. But too many are clueless of where to even begin with that. You're trying too hard to be what has been standardized, authorized, and permitted as the way to behave, the way to show up. And it's filling everybody's pockets. It's making people rich. Popularity. Large followings, so on and so forth. But how many sheeple are thinking for themselves? I got a news flash for a lot of y'all out there, man. The message just ain't in the content of the video. The message is also in how I choose to show up. You're not going to romanticize me. You're not going to worship me. You're not going to make it about me. You're not going to idolize me. You're not going to put me on high, lofty pedestals. As long as I show up authentically as my imperfect self, as my flawed up self, as my ugly self, as my indignant self, as my untrained self, as my Sagittarian South Node self, as my real self, you can only humanize me. And that's what you ought to do. If I let you pedestalize and idolize me by putting on some act, playing a part of some righteous saint, some perfect man, fancy outfits and microphones, talking all softly in the mic, trying to serenade you, Ain't no different than trying to get in some pussy. Same fucking thing. All that talk to try to get up in them drawers. It's the same fucking concept. No, I'm being myself, so that can never happen to me. You're not gonna pull that on me. A lot of you are looking for people that you could idolize. People who you could send into sainthood. People who you could charge with righteousness. And the moment that they turn out to be human, you curse them. You betrayed them. When all they did was turn out to be human. Not the ideal that you assigned to them. Not the perfection that you assigned to them. Not the high loftiness that you assigned to them. The moment they fall and be human, you will write them off, accuse them, and you will have a witch hunt for their head. You're not going to do that to me. Because I'm going to show up as a nigga in all of his glory. You can learn something from that. But I don't think you're interested in learning what's to be learned from that. And that's what America's problem is. Too much pride to learn that. And so America waits.